Right now at 10, Adam Fravel is found guilty of Madeline Kingsbury's murder.
And Winona's downtown receives a $1 million boost for business.
Plus, La Crosse's youth prepare to showcase their skills in the kitchen.
Watching WKBT La Crosse, this is News 8 Now at 10.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 10. I'm Ken Kozorowski.
And I'm Emily Brown. Adam Fravel has been found guilty in the murder of Madeline Kingsbury. The jury found him guilty on all 4 counts he was facing. That includes first-degree murder. Those charges come with a mandatory life sentence. They'd been deliberating since 2 p.m. yesterday after a 3-week trial in Mankato. Winona law enforcement spent 2 months looking for Kingsbury after she went missing in March of 2023. Today brings everyone a sense of closure.
Life is wasted. Ruin and devastation to 2 families. There's no joy here, but we're glad of the result.
Now, attorneys haven't said whether he will appeal, but it's likely. His sentencing is scheduled for December 17th in Winona.
Well, we had a nice, really fantastic Thursday for the first Thursday of November, and Friday is going to even be better. So you're going to wake up with clear skies and generally still kind of seasonable conditions above freezing for La Crosse, getting back up to 55 with a few clouds developing in the afternoon and a little bit of a north wind. But all in all, really nice conditions too for your morning. Similar story for Eau Claire. We're not expecting any type of fog with that wind still out there. Overall, getting back up to around the low 50s with that wind turning around to the north-northeast. The good news with drought, we've had quite a wet period where some areas picked up 3 to maybe even 4 inches of rain over the last week. So there's your change in drought conditions. We're now just down to abnormally dry with some moderate conditions now for northeast Iowa and surrounding areas. So that's the good news with the improvement. Now overall, we don't have much cloud cover going on right now, and storm systems, the one that we're tracking is well to the south in Colorado, New Mexico, dumping quite a bit of snow, and we're going to be rain for the southern plains. We're going to be tracking that for the weekend to bring us some more precipitation. We'll kind of break down how much we're expecting, if it's going to be anything like we saw last weekend, and what it looks like going into Veterans Day a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Senator Tammy Baldwin delivered her victory speech in Madison this morning. She credited Wisconsin's working-class families, farmers, and dairy workers with making her win possible. She emphasized she's ready to continue supporting Wisconsinites.
For those of you who know me, you know getting things done for the people, making life a little better for people is why I got into public service. I saw at a young age that the deck was too often stacked against working people.
Baldwin secured her 3rd Senate term, defeating Republican challenger Eric Hovde by about 29,000 votes. But with the margin within 1 percentage point, Hovde's not conceded and could still request a recount.
Congressman Derek Van Orden also discussed his re-election and plans for his 2nd term in a Zoom call today. In his speech, Van Orden emphasized the importance of bipartisanship by saying he will represent everyone in the 3rd Congressional District, no matter who they voted for. He says he'll continue to push for Veterans Affairs and work with the now Republican Senate to get a new farm bill passed.
First on the firing line is the dairy industry, and I'm unwilling to allow the dairy industry to fail in the state of Wisconsin and the country. So we will be working vigorously to get the farm bill through.
Van Orden won his first re-election bid after fending off challenger Rebecca Cook by 4 points. It's the same margin of victory he secured in 2022 against Brad Pfaff.
La Crosse's Finance Committee is recommending the sale of the historic Fire Station 4 building. Retired La Crosse firefighter Jeff Murphy and his wife want to buy the building from the city for about $32,000. They plan on living on the 1st floor and then converting the 2nd floor into a 1-bedroom apartment for rent.
Well, Winona is revitalizing some of their downtown businesses thanks to a $1 million grant from the Minnesota Department of Employment and Economic Development. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us in studio with more. Jeremy.
Emily, the city of Winona and Winona Area Chamber of Commerce teamed up to get the grant. It's part of Minnesota DEED's Main Street Economic Revitalization Project that helps downtown businesses on Main Street struggling or going through change. The money covers up to 30% of a project and can be used for repairs, remodels, and even new construction.
When you see a picture is everything, the outside, when you want to go in, new awnings, new windows, new paint, all of that. It really helps cover all of that.
Yarnology and Winona Hatchery are some of the city's downtown businesses using money from a $1 million grant for improvements, like upgrading exteriors. 2 years ago, Winona Area Chamber of Commerce received the money after writing to Minnesota Deed.
We actually took the time to go around, talk to business owners, present it. We had so many months to go through and, you know, finalize a lot of projects. Not everybody was accepted because not everybody was ready.
The Chamber of Commerce teamed up with the City of Winona and Winona Port Authority to tell Minnesota Deed how attendance downtown was low because of the COVID-19 pandemic.
Our shopping downtown locally, even our hospitality was down in all of our hotels, so we saw a need for it here.
Minnesota Deed chooses the businesses that will receive the money. Winona Area Chamber of Commerce helps with the next steps.
We really helped those business owners get financing or prove that they have financing so that they can go on to the next step of the deed process.
Other businesses like Lafayette and Sippy's use the money to get up and running, giving folks more options for food and drinks.
It's always exciting to see Winona growing, especially downtown. Sometimes downtown is kind of dead, but it's cool to see that there's more stuff opening up.
According to Lubinsky, the grant is creating 100 to 150 new jobs.
A lot of these businesses are able to help local college students find jobs that are part-time, bring people in the door that are maybe younger, have a new perspective, that are going to college, help them get experience.
Lubinsky says the Chamber of Commerce is hoping to acquire another grant to help more businesses downtown. Ken and Emily?
Okay, thank you, Jeremy. Leinenkugel's parent company is closing the historic Chippewa Falls Brewery. 56 Chippewa Falls employees will be out of a job on January 17th. Molson Coors is set to close both the Chippewa Falls site and a smaller brewery in Milwaukee. The company's supply chain officer says they're centralizing production at its larger Milwaukee facility. The Leinenkugel family started the brewery in Chippewa Falls in 1867. Miller Brewing bought them in 1988. Former President Dick Leinenkugel told WTMJ Radio that Molson Coors did not give anyone in his family advanced warning. The Leine's Lodge in Chippewa Falls will remain open year-round.
A La Crosse company is embracing the Christmas spirit. La Crosse Distilling is releasing Christmas gin with new branding and flavors of red currant, orange, and rosemary.
Gins, especially our gin, has a lot more baking spices, other kind of herbs and citric flavors, more of a new American style gin, which allows you to kind of get more creative and lean into the seasonal flavorings of like Christmas and Thanksgiving.
The distillery hosted a launch party where guests could get some bottles signed by the Grinch.
Local youths will be testing out their cooking skills soon. Grow is hosting its 7th annual Kids Cooking Challenge November 14th. Today, participants picked up their mystery ingredients at the Grow Greenhouse. They will use them in their dishes along with 7 items from home. An intern at the event says they are teaching kids how to source their own food in preparation for the cook-off.
Our main goal is to get the kids out in the garden, out getting hands-on experiences with food and nature.
Now, the young chefs have until November 10th to submit their recipes and photos online. Winners will be announced on November 14th on the Grow website.
A historic appointment.
President-elect Trump starts to fill his administration with a trip to the White House on the horizon.
Protect your family this holiday season. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by. No appointment necessary. Plus, earn a 20-cent fuel saver when you get your flu shot. Only at Hy-Vee.
Improving your home, improving your life with new entry doors. Few things in your home get the constant use of the entry door. Older entry doors are often hard to open, hard to close, drafty, cold, ugly, insecure, or all of these things, a source of daily misery. Correctly installed entry doors provide a safety and security for your family. They are easy to operate, provide comfort, and say welcome to family and friends. Call or visit the Board Store for a prompt free estimate. Get more for less today and every day. The Board Store.
Figured you want your usual.
Thank you. You know me too well.
Enjoy your pie.
For last-minute gifts, the people you hold dear, and everyone on your list. Holiday scratch games from the Wisconsin Lottery are here, with prices ranging from $1 to $20 and top prizes up to $100,000.
Great minds.
With so many games to choose from, it's easy to find gifts for everyone at your local Wisconsin Lottery retailer.
If your home is looking drab, trade it in.
Trade it in.
The furniture's old and yucky, trade it in.
Trade it in.
If you're seeking a solution, then King's your resolution. If you're tired of your look, then trade it in.
Trade it in.
At King's Trade-In Sale, trade in your old recliner for $50 towards a new one. Trade in your old sofa for $100. Trade in your old mattress for $75. Plus, get free delivery and 12 months no interest payments at the King Furniture Trade-In Sale.
Trade it in.
Protect your family this holiday season. Get the updated COVID-19 vaccine and your flu shot at Hy-Vee. Schedule online today or just stop by. No appointment necessary. Plus, earn a 20-cent fuel saver when you get your flu shot. Only at Hy-Vee.
President-elect Donald Trump's transition team has named the first ever female White House chief of staff.
And in the coming days, Trump and President Biden are expected to meet at the White House to discuss the transfer of power set for January 20th. Natalie Brand is at the White House with more on the transition as it gets underway.
In his first remarks since President-elect Donald Trump's election victory, President Biden promised an orderly White House transition and had this message for all Americans after a polarizing election cycle.
Something I hope we can do, no matter who you voted for, is see each other not as adversaries, but as fellow Americans. Bring down the temperature.
President Biden also emphasized a peaceful transfer of power and said he accepts the election results.
I also hope we can lay to rest the question about the integrity of the American electoral system. It is honest, it is fair, and it is transparent. And it can be trusted, win or lose.
The president's comments referencing baseless claims of election fraud 4 years ago. And while former President Trump had faced charges related to January 6th and efforts to overturn the 2020 election, CBS News has learned the DOJ is in discussions about how to wind down those cases to comply with long-standing policy against prosecuting a sitting president.
As the Trump team prepares for the transition to the White House, they're starting to select key players for a second Trump term.
The transition team Thursday night announced that Trump's 2024 campaign manager, Susie Wiles, will be named White House Chief of Staff. Wiles would be the first woman ever to hold that position. Priorities for the president-elect include an extension of tax cuts put in place during his first term, deregulation across federal agencies, and trade tariffs he campaigned on.
We're going to charge tariffs to all these foreign countries that are coming in and ripping us off.
CBS News has also learned Trump's team is preparing executive orders, with longtime aide Stephen Miller leading talks on how to carry out Trump's proposal to deport millions of undocumented immigrants. Natalie Brand, CBS News, the White House.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell said he would not resign if President-elect Trump asked him to.
Powell said he believes the president would not have the legal authority to fire him. Trump reportedly sought to fire Powell during his first administration.
An issue under the surface.
Thousands of Volkswagen models are under recall.
Got a dry Friday, but we do have some precipitation for your weekend. It won't be a washout, but we'll time out when to expect it and how much coming up on your First Warn Weather Update after the break.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy one item, use one coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power, or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
The holidays. And holiday trips. And holiday toys. And holiday bonding. And it all comes together in a Chevrolet.
Find your red tag. Get 1.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Plus, get $3,750 total value on this Silverado when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Visit HometownChevy.com.
As your local Touchstone Energy Cooperative, we wear many hats. We take pride in serving our members and our community by going the extra mile in everything we do. Because we not only work here, we live here. Touchstone Energy Cooperatives, your source for power and information.
It's Carl's Can't Wait for Black Friday sale.
And you are invited.
Save up to $2,800 instantly, plus get bonus rebates. Purchase any LG 4-piece kitchen package and get this LG 55-inch TV free. Save up to $800 on Serta iComfort and Perfect Sleeper mattress sets. All TVs and soundbars are on sale, and you have got to check out this new LG 98-inch TV.
So, don't stand in long lines.
Come on in.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Volkswagen is recalling 114,000 cars because the driver's side airbags could explode.
Yeah, the recall includes certain 2006 and 2007 Passat sedans, 2012 to 2014 Passat models, and 2017 Passat wagons. 2017 to 2019 Beetle and Beetle convertible models are also part of the recall.
According to the Highway Traffic Safety Administration, the airbags could explode due to long-term exposure to humidity and high temperatures. Volkswagen dealerships will replace the airbags for free. The affected owners will be notified by late December.
Well, it was a pretty nice day out today, wouldn't you say?
Very
Sunny,
mild in this
warm.
time of year.
Yeah, my cats got to go outside. I always get afraid, like, it's getting to that time where they can't go out anymore because it's too cold. But around 1, I could let them out and go play for a little bit.
Yeah, today was a good day for it.
Yeah, it was good. And more of the same tomorrow, Greg, right?
Yeah, mild conditions even throughout the next 7 days. We might kind of drop down a little bit at times, but overall we're still going to be above average. So a lot of areas will still see 50s. And right now, most of the average temperature, we should be in the 40s. I think there's a few spots that are still near 50, but most of the time we should be in the 40s. Overnight lows, really, most parts should be getting below freezing at this point too. So, but we're not going to see either of them really too much over the next 7 to 10 days. The pattern still is mild. Tomorrow definitely could see upper 50s, maybe a 60 out there. Showers come in for Saturday afternoon. The morning will be fine. Afternoon showers. It's definitely not an all afternoon rainfall going on, but we do have light rain then. It'll continue Sunday night. Don't expect it to be all night long. I think more cloud cover than light rain amounts, kind of show you what I mean. Overall, for the low temperatures as you wake up tomorrow, we're looking at mainly in the mid to upper 30s, so a little bit above average. Clear skies. I don't expect any fog. We do have a little bit of stronger winds out there, so I think overall we shouldn't see any of that for the morning commute. Then as we go out for the rest of the day, a few clouds in the afternoon, a little bit of a wind pickup just because there's a cold front that's going to kind of slide south across the area, but it's dry. Overall temperature still mid to upper 50s. Could see once again an area that could top 60 degrees. And then Saturday, the precipitation comes in the afternoon, and that's why we got the rain there. But overall, still upper 40s, low 50s, so closer to average, a little cooler, but still pretty nice for November. Now, the rain's all associated with this system that's spinning to the south, really dumping a lot of snow on New Mexico and southeastern Colorado, and eventually the Denver area, too. And ahead of it, with all the rainfall that's going on in the southern plains, which they do still need it with drought conditions, this is going to begin to turn and spin up towards our area, but it's going to take its time. We'll see increasing clouds maybe Friday night, and eventually you'll see the cloud cover really start to thicken up Saturday morning. Out that wind begins to turn out of the southeast. Eventually we'll see bands of showers come through probably in the afternoon. Very narrow bands of showers, light showers coming through. That'll continue through the evening hour as that low begins to push up towards Nebraska. But I think overnight Saturday we might actually see a little break in the precipitation before this low that begins to now heads northeast across our area. That'll be the precipitation I think we'll see then going into Sunday morning. Just some light rainfall that'll spin across the area. By the time we get to the afternoon hours of Sunday, it looks to be fairly dry as the winds turn around to the northwest and that system begins to lift out. So it's a period of rain, but not a lot of rainfall with this. And if we look at the amounts that are going on, it's really not expected to see much. You see almost about just under a tenth by 12 a.m. Sunday night, and then across as we go through Sunday, kind of the numbers are kind of minus there. Overall, all this is like a tenth to a quarter. Some of the darker areas might get up to a quarter or more. So the amounts are very light. So once again, there's precipitation going to be out there, but it's not going to be anything like that we had last weekend. And Veterans Day, minus some little gusty winds maybe in the afternoon, should be dry, 40s and 50s, mild conditions continue, and they'll continue past Veterans Day with the next chance of rain coming with the system Wednesday that has a little bit more colder air behind it. But all in all, we're still looking at rain and mild conditions throughout the 7-day. No cold and no snow yet.
All right. Like the sound of
Not
that?
yet. It's coming.
It's coming, but not
yeah, not yet.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Greg, appreciate it, man. Coming up next in sports, Beckett State. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Holman volleyball team, here's some good news. They're in Green Bay for some state volleyball. They're taking on the top seed, though, so their work was cut out for them. The highlights of the Vikings and Dashers next.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Wisconsin, with 6 locations of fun.
Is your personal injury lawyer trying to sell you a settlement that you don't think is fair? You need a lawyer who won't settle your case just to move on to the next one. Get the full compensation you deserve. Get Bygoff and Rohde.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now is the best time to save with store-wide sale prices, special financing, and free gas just for shopping at Drury's. Only at Drury's will you find beautiful sofas and chairs, solid wood bedrooms and dining rooms, the area's best selection of top grain leather, plus a design team to help you put it all together. Great sale prices, special financing, and free gas. Now during the Veterans Day sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Jolivet Family Farms, known for farm fresh fruit and vegetables, but featuring so much more. Come see all that we have. Homemade bakery, large selection of locally produced honey, gourmet popcorn, craft beer, wine, and cheese, meat and seafood, arts and crafts, and so much more. There is no substitute for homegrown freshness. Open daily year-round. Jolivet Family Farms, West Salem.
When I called other lawyers, I wasn't even sure who was going to be representing me. Once I called BGR and talked to Brian, I felt secure immediately. I'm so glad that I called Bygoff and Rohde.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, state volleyball returned today. The best teams across the state meeting at the Resch Center going for the gold ball. This is the quarterfinal round in Division I. The Holman Vikings ran the table and are back at state for the first time since 2021. To Green Bay we go. The Holman community packing the house and the Vikings embracing that underdog mentality. One more time taking on the 2-time defending champs Divine Savior Holy Angels. First set, first point of the match, and the Vikings starting strong. Dashers working their offense. Charlie Casey with the dig, and they're going to set it up for Brenna Schmidt. She gets the big kill. Holman with the early lead. Still in the first set, Vikings defending. Casey with the bump. McKenna McHugh sets it up again, and that's Schmidt again, splitting the defense. Vikings still with that early lead, but the champs would settle in. A lot of good hitters on that team, but Madison Quest was having a night. The future Badger flying high above the net gets the kill. DSHA would take set 1 25-8, and they were not slowing down. It's Quest again on the outside. No stopping that as the Vikings run comes to an end, falling to DSHA in 3 sets.
It gives us a good idea of knowing what we're capable of. Like, we're obviously the underdogs, like, throughout most of our season, and just knowing that we can compete with these high-level teams and knowing we can get to this position will help us next year.
To continue back even stronger next year, as they'll lose just one senior heading into the 2025 season. Blue Gold boys soccer taking on top seed Shoreland Lutheran at state this morning. Picked this one up late first half. Pacers with a set piece. Great look for Owen Hom, but Jackson Kanothi knocks it away. 6 saves in the contest for him. Then Aquinas on the counterattack. Vincent Barr is going to whip in a great ball, knocked around, and eventually will land at the feet of Callan Smith. He gives it a go, but this one is off the crossbar, so we stay scoreless until this. Shoreland Lutheran moving the ball around well. A cross is going to be sent in by Riley Strasburg, and the Aquinas defenders can't clear it, and Hom makes them pay, and that would be all that was needed for the Pacers. The Blue Golds only get 2 shots on goal in the match, and Shoreland Lutheran keeps their 11th straight clean sheet, advancing to the D4 champ game. UWL women's soccer hosting UW River Falls in the WIAC semifinals this afternoon. Eagles looking for early score, but Jillian Sawatsky's attempt is saved. We're still scoreless in the first half, but later the ball falls to the feet of Amaya Tessing, and the Onalaska grad taps it in to make it 1-0. And then early in the second half, Alexis McMahon comes out of nowhere, puts a right boot on it, and that doubles the home side's lead. UW La Crosse will play in the conference tournament championship game on Saturday as they take this one 3-0. Badgers playing their second game of the season against Montana State, and it was the Max Klesmit show today. He's going to hit the triple here off a nice pass from Stephen Crowell. Wisconsin would start to pull away before halftime. Kamari McGee is going to drive the baseline dish to Klesmit in the corner. And you know how that one's going, right down the chute. He finished with 6 threes and 26 points. Badgers shot 50% from beyond the arc, and they improved to 2-0 on the season with the 79-67 win. Battle of the 1-6 teams in Milwaukee tonight. Bucks and Jazz, first quarter. Deer on the run. Andre Jackson Jr. going up top to the Greek Freak, and he slams it home. Then Damian Lillard pushing the pace before halftime. He hesitates, goes off the glass for the deuce to tie things up at 52. Then in the second half, Bucks start to pick things up. Giannis misses once, but that one will go down. High percentage shot right there. Milwaukee snaps their 6-game losing streak as they take this one 123-100. The T-Wolves improve to 5-3 on the season as they take down the Bulls on the road. Every starter scored in double digits, and Anthony Edwards put in a game-high 33 points. So some good news for the Bucks there.
Yep.
Going back to the local level, shout out to those Holman girls for a tough draw tonight, but they put up a good fight. So.
Absolutely. And DS is a school full of athletic talent, and if there's one of those girls going to UW-Madison to play volleyball, that's really top tier.
Good. It's pretty good.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
All right, more news right after this.
It's the Veterans Day sale at Home Furniture, and everything is on sale in living room, dining room, bedroom, and mattresses. Take an extra 10% off sale prices or pay no interest for 3 years. Plus, all Christmas decor is 50% off. The Veterans Day sale, now at Home Furniture.
As I deteriorated, I needed something that would allow me to go from floor in the garage to floor in the home. Jason helped introduce to me all sorts of accessibility equipment. I have no questions about credibility and research. Personally, if somebody was asking me, I would say, here's who I would call.
Hi, I'm Jason with Access Elevator. Stop in and see us today.
Welcome to the most honest commercial you'll ever see.
And as you can see, me and you are both having trouble starting to talk.
Yep.
I mean, this is something that you're breathing in every day.
Yeah.
Like 50% of the air in the house? Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is coming from down here.
Yes, sir.
How's your crawl space looking?
You said we're going to be here a while. Yes, sir.
All right, let's get busy. Get a free and honest inspection with Innovative Basement Authority, a groundworks company.
At Rank Seed, we expect excellence in every seed, superior genetics, state-of-the-art processing facilities, and extensive testing for proper placement. Let us help you find the right seed for your growing conditions. Rank Seed, results since 1846.
It's Hy-Vee's Big Baking Sale this Friday and Saturday. Hy-Vee flour, just 99 cents. Butter, just $2.99. Hy-Vee cream cheese, just 99 cents. That's smart sugar, $1.99. Hy-Vee powdered or brown sugar, $1.48. And canned pumpkin, just 99 cents. Get these great deals and more, both in-store and online, during the Big Baking Sale, Friday and Saturday, only at Hy-Vee.
Army National Guard soldiers have the option to train and learn skills in the trade fields, skills that can lead to employment at home as well. Find out how you can learn a trade and serve part-time for your community and country by visiting nationalguard.com.
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and a $300 shopping card. Plus, no interest for 5 years, free white glove delivery, and a 120-night comfort guarantee. The Veterans Day sale at Home Sleep Express.
If you happen to visit London soon and want a martini, shaken, not stirred, you got to check this out.
Yeah, the 007, billed as the world's first James Bond bar, has opened in the West End. The pop-up cocktail lounge and store at Burlington Arcade celebrates the 60th anniversary of the Bond film Goldfinger. The two-story space has 2 bars, a carpet featuring lines from the Bond films, and 3 gold Aston Martin sculptures hanging from the ceilings.
Props such as a Fort Knox gold bar from Goldfinger, Odd Job's deadly flying hat, Goldfinger's golf shoes, and a spy hole clock from the villain's private plane are all on display. The 007 will be open through December.
Fun.
Yeah.
Full disclosure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Full disclosure, I've never seen a James Bond movie.
Not even a
one.
Not even a Daniel Craig
I've
film.
just seen Austin Powers spoofs of it.
Okay.
That's it.
So
I
you know
kinda
the
have an
tropes.
idea.
You know the tropes.
I have an idea, yeah. But that looks fun. I'd go to that.
Goldfinger's a classic. If that's a Bond film to start, I think
Start
you do
with that one? Okay,
Absolutely.
because there's like, what, 25 of them?
Almost 50,
Too many.
I think so.
Maybe a winter bucket list thing I can do is
Yeah.
watch all the Bond films. Okay, we'll have another look at your forecast right after this.
It's so cold. I guess I should have called GMT Heating before the furnace went bad. Quite silly, really, with all the things that can go bad with a furnace. Plug vent, rust buildup, dirty flame sensor, the filter. Should have called GMT sooner.
My fingers are freezing. They're numb.
Oh, take my extra pair of gloves.
Extra gloves?
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, our annual Toyland tradition kicks off the gift-giving season with amazing toys at unbeatable prices. So discover the magic during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's toy sale. Like these X-Shot Sonic Blasters, just $10.99. Barbie camping tent playsets, $39.99. Shop store-wide savings like this Schumacher multi-amp battery charger, only $89.99. Plus, in honor of Veterans Day, all veterans and active military members get an extra 10% off their entire purchase this Saturday through Monday, only at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Why wait until Black Friday for big savings? At Wesco and Sparta, it's Black November. Get break down the door savings on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and flooring. Save even more with coupon savings of $25 to $100. Buy 1 item, use 1 coupon. Buy 10 items, use 10 coupons. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra, available with the connected driving experience and the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Get 0% APR on select 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $6,400 total value, plus no monthly payments until next year. We are professional grade GMC.
Craving authentic Mexican flavors? Look no further than Senor Villa. At Senor Villa, we bring the taste of Mexico to your table every day. Join us for our unbeatable $5 lunch specials packed with flavor and value. And don't miss our nightly specials where the fiesta never ends. Senor Villa, where great food meets great value. Visit us today. Senor Villa, the taste of Mexico you've been craving.
All right, mild tomorrow, but rain coming back for your Saturday.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you tomorrow.